Call Jonathan Young.
Mr Speaker, I'm pleased to stand and support this bill. The government aims to replace the TVNZ Charter with a briefer and less prescriptive statement of functions which enables TVNZ to determine its own priorities against a general set of functions. It also specifies that TVNZ to provide content through a range of media in addition to the conventional television channels. Mr Speaker, this review on the TVNZ Charter commenced under the previous government. It was said by many pundits in the industry at that point in time that it was dysfunctional and needed review. Mr Speaker, traditional one-to-many television broadcasting remains a dominant medium, but it's being supplemented by a rapidly evolving viewing environment in which people choose personalised contents from multiple sources. And part of the work that we want to do through this repeal is allow TVNZ to determine its priorities regarding the mediums that are being used today for personalised content, such as mobile phones, computers, laptops and other tablet devices, which people tend to more and more view at their convenience. TVNZ's statement of intent on page 3 of their strategy states that they intend to reach more New Zealanders in more ways. TVNZ will maximise target audience share on all available screens, drive two-way interaction with consumers and provide and promote opportunities for its clients to engage with consumers across all screens and sustain its leading position as New Zealanders' first choice for news, information and entertainment. Mr Speaker, we do need to, I believe, trust the general public in their ability to discern what is good television. I understand the members of the opposition believe that this needs to be prescribed. But we are not prescribing, we are endeavouring to enable those who are involved in the industry with responsibility and also those consumers who choose with responsibility to discern good television. We are honouring our election promise to replace the current TVNZ Charter with this less prescriptive list of functions and to leave them free to determine their own priorities. In becoming a television and digital media company, TVNZ will focus on enabling content to be personalised via interactive services, user-generated and shared content and time shifting of content by digital video recorders. This is the world in which we live, and we can, of course, access past programming via the internet. Mr Speaker, it's, as I said, non-prescriptive because we believe to a large extent clients and consumers are intelligent participants in the media world. The functions of TVNZ are to be a successful national television and digital media company. We already know that 90% of their revenue is generated through commercial sources. Mr Speaker, we are, in terms of carrying out its functions, we are stating in the bill that TVNZ must provide high-quality content that is, and I quote, relevant to and enjoyed and valued by New Zealand audience. Mr Speaker, these statements in themselves state that in terms of this amendment bill, that what they produce needs to be broadly relevant to New Zealanders. It needs to be something which generates personal enjoyment for New Zealanders, and also it is valued by New Zealanders, therefore it must be in the public interest. Mr Speaker, it also encompasses both New Zealand and international content, and it is to reflect Maori perspectives. TV New Zealand services must include the provision of channels that are free of charge and available to audiences throughout New Zealand. Just as I close, Mr Speaker, Kiwis now have a greatly expanded choice about what they view and when they view it. Our focus is on funding content, with the public choosing how they would prefer to watch it. Mr Speaker, I'm happy to support this bill to the House.
Speaker.
Call the whistle wall.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the very clear and rational